Hi, this is Gail Trauco. This week we're going to talk about failed relationships. I bet all of you have had at least one, even if it was the relationship with your first grade teacher when you got sent to the principal's office. For most of us, this is going to be most applicable to grief associated with ending a romantic relationship or a parental relationship, somebody that was very close to you, that you were very connected with. One of the most difficult things in life that you'll ever have to do is to end a love relationship, go through a divorce. Not only does it impact you personally, but many of those around you, especially our children. How do you handle a failed relationship? The first thing you do is to need to give yourself some time to determine why the relationship failed. I make a list of who the relationship was with, how long it lasted, and what were the criteria that did not meet my expectations for the reason it was a failed relationship. If it was domestic violence, most certainly it should not meet anyone's criteria. Different factors play into what causes a relationship to end. Many times you outgrow that relationship as a person. You experience new people, you get a college degree, maybe you move to a new place, and that long distance relationship is no longer functional for either one of you. Go back to your front porch, make that list, pros and cons, determine the importance of that person in your life. That will help you determine how long this grief cycle is going to last. I certainly wouldn't get on any dating website the day after I file separation papers while I was in that divorce period. You will become isolated. You may go 3 or 4 weeks and not want to associate with anybody. That's okay. Allow yourself to go through that time. It's important to take that time as an individual. What did you do wrong? There's 2 sides to every story. You have to give and you have to allow that other person to give. So as you're grieving this failed relationship, you're very hard on yourself. And most assuredly, you'll have a lot of anger and guilt and self-blame. Probably go through a very long, prolonged period of low self-esteem in more ways than one. How you look, how you dress, what your income is, maybe even what your career is and people that you associate with. Many of these factors will change during the healing process of a failed relationship grief cycle. It's even more important for you to spend time on your own front porch while you set boundaries to move into that place of forgetfulness so that you begin the healing process. As you begin that healing process, you may get your second wind and get your energy back, and you feel like you are ready to begin to get out and start dating again and interacting with people. Meetup groups are great. You may find one that does hiking. You may find one that does golfing, bicycling, horseback riding. That's a great way to reincorporate yourself back into that socialization, which you probably have lost during this failed relationship grief cycle. You'll know when you get to the forgetfulness phase. You won't be thinking about it 24 hours a day. That memory is always going to be there, but you're able to live with it and live with it very peacefully. So I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Please post your responses. Let us know if you've experienced a failed relationship grief cycle, what you've done to heal from it, how you plan to move forward from it. This is a great community to support one another, and people will learn from you. Post it on our Facebook page below the vlog, or you can post it on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you next week.